button. All righty. I think we're doing it now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this party started this morning. Thank you for joining us for this webinar on utilizing your chamber membership with the Callaway Chamber of Commerce. We like to do this training a couple of times a year just to help our membership better utilize their chamber membership throughout the year, because we want you to get the most value out of your chamber membership as possible. So I've got a presentation here today that I'm going to go through. If you have any questions while I'm talking, please throw those in chat, and I think that I can make Justice our co-host so that she can flag any of those while I am doing this presentation. All right. So, to better utilize your chamber membership, there's a lot of things that you need to know about the chamber. First of all, the Chamber of Commerce, about 5 years ago, the Chamber Board, which was at that time known as the Fulton Area Chamber of Commerce, and the Fulton Area Development Corporation kind of joined forces to have those two organizations working together. So we have a Chamber of Commerce, and we also have a Fulton Area Development Foundation, which is our 501c3 that focuses on our economic development, but they all operate under the Chamber of Commerce umbrella. So when we did that, and we, well, you could kind of call merge the organizations, even though we have two different boards, we have one vision and one mission that oversees both of those organizations. So our vision for the chamber is building community for business and family. And you'll see this hashtag attached to things for our social media that we're trying to promote, because everything that we try to do within the Chamber of Commerce is revolves around businesses and families. Our mission is to create a thriving business culture, making Callaway County a place where people choose to live while creating and celebrating success. We just revitalized our strategic plan back in February, and the Chamber Board said, hey, this vision and this mission statement are still what we're shooting for every single day. Even though we've made some revisions to our strategic plan, these stayed constant. So our strategic plan actually has 6 areas that we focus. And as I can see on my presentation, I have 2 number 5s, and there's actually, it's supposed to be number 6. So let's just get that out of the way. So our first strategic area is delivering value to our members. We want to be able to promote our members and their membership to make sure that they're getting the most value out of their membership. And that's one of the reasons we do this class, is just so you understand what is out there for you with your chamber membership. Every single day, the chamber is working for you, and they're a voice for you. But we also have things that are kind of underlying that you may not even realize that we're doing. So, for example, not only is your membership displayed in our community profile and membership directory, but it's also online. And so when people come to our website, they have an opportunity to see who our members are in what categories, and then they can actually get to your website from our chamber page, our directory online, if you have all of that set up and the information is in there correctly. So hopefully today I can teach you how to look at your online profile and to better update it so that you're getting the most value out of your online directory. Our second strategic area is economic development. So as a chamber, we are working on economic development, but our Fulton Area Development Foundation, that is that umbrella that's working every single day for you. One of the things that we do for economic development that a lot of people may not even realize is that every single year, for the last 3 years, we have attended a huge conference that hosts about 80,000 people a year, and it's called Recon, and it's the largest retail and restaurant conference in the nation. Last year was the first time that the chamber actually had a booth at this event, but we had the booth to display, you know, where is Callaway County anyway in Missouri? And so we had a chance to talk to people, but then we were also able to go to their booths and discuss the potential of them coming to our community as well. We were unable to attend this year because the conference was canceled due to COVID-19, but it's on the books to happen in 2021. But we still have lots of contacts that we have discussions with every single week, and that is as part of my role and responsibility. Our business relationship manager, Shane Moriarty, his job as far as economic development is working with those small businesses and talking to them about the things that they need if they're expanding, if they have an idea for innovation to add potential services to their organizations. So our strategic area number 3 is advanced business excellence through education. And this is everything education for not only for our businesses like the webinars and stuff that we've been having, but also education in our community. We work very closely with our superintendents in Callaway County just to make sure that we know what they need to better educate our leaders of the future. We do lots of things like the Manufacturing Day, National Manufacturing Day, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later, but that's an opportunity for us to get our youngsters into the businesses in Callaway County to show them what opportunities there are here in our community. Supporting entrepreneurs is our strategic area number 4, and we do a lot to support our small businesses and our entrepreneurs and retain them and recruit them as well. Financial sustainability and maximizing operations, we're always looking at the chamber at the best way for us to operate in the way that we have our different buckets that are set up. So for example, Justice, she is our marketing and special events coordinator. So she handles everything that revolves around our events with the chamber, and she also does our marketing for us and runs our social media. Shane, he works with our business community, talking to our businesses and learning about things that will and can potentially help our businesses. And then our last one is strategic area number 6, and that is workforce development. We were hot and heavy working on workforce development all the way up until about the second week of March. We actually had the director from the Missouri Department of Economic Development here talking about the things that we were doing, our welding program, the professional development training that we were offering, and to see what they could do to assist us. We will get back to that eventually. Right now, we're just trying to help the businesses sustain and help them maneuver through this COVID-19. So, delivering value to our members. Here's a couple of other examples on how we deliver value to our members. We have a new prospective member packet that we hand out to people that are interested in joining the chamber. And I really encourage you that if you know businesses that are not members of the chamber, that you encourage them to join the Chamber of Commerce. The best way to get people to join the Chamber of Commerce is through satisfied chamber members and them telling our story for us. So if there's something that you love about being a member of the chamber, make sure you share that with them. You're our best salesperson, and you're the one that actually sees and hears what we do every single day. So once somebody joins the chamber, we provide them a new members packet, and they get some fun things with that. They get a plaque that they can hang in their business, a door decal. Justice has some really cool new member books that she hands out to our new members just to kind of remind that they are a proud member of the Chamber of Commerce. We do educational classes. We've ramped up our educational classes, trying to do at least 2 every single week during COVID, whether it revolves around mental health or if it's something to assist you with the legalities of COVID-19. We provide tools to promote the members' business, and I will show you some more of those later on. We do a new members reception, which We haven't really decided how or if we're going to be able to do that this year, but a new member reception is an opportunity for us to bring the leadership in Callaway County together with our new members and let them have that interaction of one-on-one discussions and celebrate the fact that they're new members of the Chamber of Commerce. We provide lots of networking opportunities, and I'll explain more of those later. But we do business breakfast, after hours, and say a golf tournament and annual banquet. Leadership Callaway, this is a great opportunity. Even if you have been in Callaway County your entire life, this is a chance that you're going to learn stuff about Callaway County that you never knew. And also you're going to have an opportunity to interact with other up-and-coming leaders in our community and build those relationships. Utilizing the Chamber website, and I'll show you how to do that later, and creating partnerships within our organizations. Economic development, we serve as a resource for the businesses. We maintain available properties for sale and lease in case somebody is looking for a piece of property. We support our existing businesses. You can call us and say, hey, I have a question or I have a need, and we will see if we can help fulfill that. We collaborate with regional and state entities for new business development. We have partnerships with the Missouri Partnerships and the Missouri Department of Economic Development that help guide us in economic development and give us opportunities for what I call the big hunts and the big businesses, you know, those 200 jobs that are coming in with a large facility. We collaborate with the city and the county. We have great relationships with the cities in Callaway County and with the county, and we work with them on a daily basis. We meet with existing employers to talk about what their needs are. We administer a USDA loan, so we have a couple of businesses that have utilized our USDA revolving loan. We no longer provide loans anymore. That was only for a 3-year period of time, but we do have some businesses that actually have USDA loans through the Fulton Area Development Foundation. We work on workforce development, retail and restaurant development. We support and lead the efforts for economic development, and we influence our local and state and federal officials in participation through different types of legislation. And so one of the things that we've done during COVID-19 was a grassroots advocacy for our small businesses to assist and drawing attention to our federal officials that we needed more of the payroll protection program. And we were on the phone and sending emails trying to make sure that they knew that our businesses needed the help in our community. Our advanced business excellence through education, we educate and orientate our members. We do business classes on current topics that our businesses need. If they say, I need help with figuring out how to do logistics, we will find somebody that is a professional in logistics to help you. We provide website design and analysis. We offer individual education through mentoring and counseling. That is part of our job. Is if you have a question about your business and you're feeling like your sales are not as good as they should be, we are willing to sit down with you and have that conversation and see if we can help facilitate that and increase your sales. But we also have partnerships with organizations like the Missouri Women's Business Center that can provide mentoring and counseling sessions as well that is free of charge. So we have resources that we can partner you with that can assist you in your business. We coordinate the Leadership Callaway experience. We do workforce development initiatives. Develop initiatives to target the local school systems, and we've done a lot of things with that, like the National Manufacturing Day and Teachers Appreciation Breakfast. We educate and engage the entire community in the success of all businesses. So just think about our ribbon cuttings and think about the marketing that we do on social media, like Justice standing in front of Lulu's trying to explain to people how you can actually order your frou-frou, or what is it called? The Frollo from her at Lulu's. Froyo. I'm from Arkansas. And so, yeah, I mean, things like that, that's, you know, we're trying to educate the business or the community on how to utilize those services. And we want to create a more visible chamber brand. And when the organizations restructured over 5 years ago, they rebranded and called us the Callaway Chamber of Commerce, which you can see with our logo. And we have been rebranding and trying to be more visible and up that every single year, just a tiny bit, just so that we can bring more attention to it. We support our entrepreneurs, and we do this by holding business classes geared towards starting your business. We do a pitch competition every single year, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. We provide the business counseling, partner with the Women's Business Center. We connect to the local school business organizations like FBLA and FFA. There's been many times that the chamber team has went and actually listened to the FBLA pitches that they're going to take for competition. The Show Me Innovation Pitch Competition, and we assist entrepreneurs in gaining access to funding sources. So if they need some money to maybe do a project, or they have a new system that they want to put in place, but they don't have the funds to do that, then we can assist them in finding those funding sources that they need. So our financial sustainability and maximizing operations, working to grow our membership base through direct contact and providing value. I am a firm believer that people join the chamber because they see value in what they're doing. And we want our membership to see that value. And if you have questions about the value that you're receiving, because maybe you're not seeing it, maybe it's something that we're doing that's kind of behind the scenes, I'm willing to have those conversations about the value that we provide, because we do provide a lot of value to our membership and to the business community overall. We are working to grow non-dues revenue by offering different events and workshops and fundraisers that helps our members promote their business. We're trying to embrace technology for operating the office and communicating with the community. I think it speaks volume for what we have been doing over the last 8 weeks during COVID-19, because the chamber staff has been working remotely from their homes and teleworking, and we have still been there for our chamber membership every step of the way. And so we've done that through technology and using Zoom and being off-site. We haven't missed a beat. Developing a dream team and having the right people and the right number of people. We have a great team here at the chamber that you have professionals that are working for you, that know what they're doing. And that should be exciting to you as a chamber member, because we specialize in certain areas. And if we don't know the answer, we're not going to make something up. We're going to find the real answer for you. We continue strategic leadership and decisions with a very involved and passionate board of directors here at the chamber. They are very in tune and keep their finger on the pulse of what's going on with the Callaway Chamber of Commerce. They allow us to do our jobs, and they just govern from like 30,000 feet. But they are here and they understand what our mission is, what our vision is, and what we're doing for our membership. So workforce development. Oops, let me go back just real quick. And so workforce development, I kind of left this blank on purpose. There's a lot of things that we were working on for workforce development, but right now those pieces are not in place. We've had to back off from those temporarily, but in the future we will continue on our partnerships with State Tech and with the Missouri Job Center to offer some workforce development training. The workforce development training that we are doing right now is basically centered around our members and for their professional development, offering suggestions on podcasts and webinars that they can attend, and then also hosting these webinars. So that's what we're kind of doing around workforce development. The piece for workforce development for the community is on hold right now. And when we're able to start that back up, we will, and you'll hear lots of information about it in the coming months. So I want to introduce you to your chamber staff or your chamber team that's working for you. I am Tamara Tatesian, the Executive Director of the Callaway Chamber of Commerce. I've been in this position about 4.5 years. I have experience in the chamber industry prior to taking on this role. I actually started for a Chamber of Commerce in Fort Smith, Arkansas as an intern. I went to college kind of late in life to get my degree in business administration. In my senior year, my last semester, I was offered a job at the chamber as an intern, just answering the phone, just a chance for me to kind of get my feet wet and get back into the work world. And so I worked 2 days a week. I answered the phone. I handed out maps. I told people about things they could do in the community. And I always thought I'd go back to kind of my original roots with working in manufacturing, but I didn't. I stayed on at the chamber. They offered me a position to work there full time upon graduation. And I became the assistant to economic development, doing RFIs and RFPs and doing site visits for people from all over the world. And I learned from one of the best that worked for the Arkansas Economic Development Commission for 12 years and was the top economic developer for the state of Arkansas last year. And so I learned a lot from him, but I didn't stay in that position for long. I stayed in that position for about a year before they offered me a job as the director for membership and marketing, which I loved. I always told them I'm not a very good salesperson. The only thing I really like to do is I like to talk. And so that has a lot to do with sales is talking. But marketing and talking to our members was fun. I got to do a lot of ribbon cuttings. I learned about a lot of different businesses in that community. I did that for a while before I was offered the position for the director of operations to run the chamber. And all of the everything that involved the chamber, all the ins and outs, doing events, planning large events. One event that I had the opportunity of doing was planning our annual banquet, where we had 1,000 people at our annual banquet and had Steve Forbes as the presenting speaker for that event, which was very exciting. As time kind of went on, as many do in professions, you decide that, you know, you're ready to kind of take that next step. And so the next step for me was to kind of run my own chamber. And so that is how I ended up here. I started putting in applications throughout different states that surrounded Arkansas because I didn't want to get too far from home. Went through quite a few interviews and came to Fulton to do a interview with the chamber board. Had never been to Fulton, Missouri in my life, but the chamber board, they really fascinate me. They are, I guess what you could say, they're a bunch of powerhouses. They are very enthusiastic, they're innovative, and they're ready to make things happen. And so when I was offered this position, I was so excited to work for that chamber board and just embrace this new opportunity. So I moved to Fulton, Missouri all by myself and started as the executive director here. And the first year was really just figuring out the community and understanding what the chamber had been doing and where we needed to go, and starting to create that roadmap. And so now we're 4.5 years down the road since I first started here, and it has been amazing to see what we have actually done here at this chamber and the things that we've started. We started the Teachers Appreciation Breakfast. The first year we did that 2 years ago, I think people looked at me like I was crazy because I wanted to bring all of the teachers in Callaway County together. We had 350 teachers at that first event with a national speaker, and it was great. Last year, we had 450 teachers in attendance. We had 3 great speakers that Justice coordinated and put together for us. We have a business breakfast that we started in April of 2016. We had 12 people that attended that event. And for me, I kept thinking we've got to increase the attendance. And today we usually have between 40 and 50 that attend the business breakfast. We implemented the National Manufacturing Day, where we tour high school students, more than 90 high school students at different manufacturers throughout Callaway County, showing them the different opportunities. We do a college and career fair to assist the students that are looking at maybe going to college or maybe going into the workforce. So there's lots of things that we've actually started with the Chamber, and I'm very proud of the progress that we have made over the last 4.5 years. So next we have Justice, and it says Kemp, and it should say Smith, is our Marketing and Special Events Coordinator. So I want Justice to tell us about who she is.
Putting me on the spot, I was not prepared.
That's okay.
Shane, you have time now. You can think of what you need to say. I've been with the Chamber since April 1st of last year. So just a little bit over a year. She talked a lot. I don't have a lot of history. So I'm from here. I guess I'll preface that. So I am from Callaway County. Raised in Mocaine. So I am very much from here. I know the area, I know the businesses. So I think that helps me kind of excel in my position because I'm familiar with the area before starting. I went to William Woods and got a degree in communications and enjoyed that. I also like to talk, so it kind of worked out. I love to talk. I probably talk too much. That was what I got in trouble a lot for school, was talking. So I really enjoy my job because I like to be out in the community, which is the majority of the things that I do. So I am in the community a lot when we're not in the middle of a crisis like this, but I am usually out in the community a lot. I'm rarely in my office, it seems. So if you can't find me, that's where I am. I'm out somewhere, but I focus more on bringing that attention to our businesses. Sometimes we have businesses that come to us and say that, they need additional help with something, or they need some special attention over something they're doing or a problem they're facing. And so that's where I come into play. So if you're finding yourself in a rut with maybe marketing, or you need some specialized attention, that's what I do primarily. Of course, I also tell the Chamber story. So I like to tell our businesses story to our community, to encourage our community to shop small, shop locally. But I also tell the Chamber story. So I tell what we're actually doing as an organization, how we're benefiting you, how we're benefiting the community. I don't know if there's anything else I should say. Is there anything else that I need to note?
Well, one of the things that Justice has brought to the team here is her enthusiasm and her innovation, and so she's always looking for new and cool, fun ways to bring the business community and the community together. And so that's one of the skills that I really appreciate about Justice, is that she's always looking for that innovation and trying to get it out there and in people's faces so that they know. It's been fun to watch her grow in her position, because when she came on board, she was kind of like me. She didn't really know what a Chamber of Commerce did, but she's ready to embrace it and rock it. And watching her as she goes to Shoe Sensation and does what I like to call a pop-up, and talking and having people come in and get prizes and things like that, that has been really fun. Plus, she's working on a new website for us, and that is going to not only help the Chamber, but it will help our members as well. So thank you, Justice. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Shane Moriarty, and he is our new business relationship manager. Shane has only been with us since March 1st. So as he came on board, he was kind of thrown into the fire because he had 2 normal weeks, and then it turned into a COVID-19 nightmare, but he's been rocking it and talking to these members. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Shane.
Okay, I feel a little bit on the spot too, like Justice, but I kind of started my business career in business management. I was the general manager of a semi-private golf course and a full-service restaurant. I have a lot of experience in operating and running those businesses. So I think I feel like that really helps me connect with a lot of the business owners, because I know the problems and the issues that you go through, in not necessarily owning a business, but running a business. And then after I left that job, I started in workforce development, where I spent about 6 years with the Central Workforce Development Board. I worked with the hospitals on a healthcare grant where we provided training for people who were, it was basically low income focused, on getting them training and education in healthcare fields. That grant was actually coming to an end. Our Central Workforce Development Board covered 19 counties, and my office was actually located here in the Chamber of Commerce. So I got to work with Tamara and Justice for as long as she's been here over the last 5 years. When that grant came to an end, well, it was coming to an end, I decided I wanted to look for another opportunity. I always liked Callaway County. It was my favorite county out of our 19 counties. It may have been just seeing how passionate that the Chamber of Commerce, the city and the county, was about improving its community and being there for its citizens. So I'm very excited to get back to semi-normal. I have to apologize for that phone call. And excited to meet every one of you in person. I've been making a few phone calls to the businesses. That's not my favorite thing to do. I'm kind of an in-person kind of guy, but I'm looking forward to working with Tamara and Justice over the next several weeks, months, and years to improve our business community here in Callaway County.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted now. Thank you, Shane. So Shane brings a lot to the chamber team. And so as you saw on our strategic plan, the plan from the board was to kind of create what they called a dream team. And so with Justice and Shane, that kind of completes our team, our dream team, because we have all areas, in my opinion, covered where we can best meet the needs of our chamber members. And so we're excited about Shane being on our team and what he brings to that. And we're excited to get back to workforce development, but we want to help our businesses first. So let me talk a little bit about our chamber board of directors. I only have 4 up here, but this is our executive committee. Up here, I don't know if you can see my little pointer, but this first picture is Marty Martin Foreman. She is our board president. We have Jamie A. Strike. She is the vice president of the board. We have Kim Barnes. She is our secretary and treasurer. And then we have Beth Snyder, and she is our incoming board president, and she'll take over in January of 2021. We also have Dr. Carolyn Perry, Steve Gibson, Benny Young, Clint Smith, Rebecca Vaught, Suzanne Wolf, Lori Twillman, and on our board. And our ex officio members include Kurt Warfield, Mayor Lau Cannell, Hannah Lechner, and Gary Youngerman. So let's talk about programs. So first of all, we have a group called our Chamber Ambassadors, and our Chamber Ambassadors are our feel-good organization made up of business leaders or former business leaders in our community that have had a lot of success of being chamber members. So they want to share the importance of being a chamber member, and they want to celebrate with our organizations and businesses in our community. So they do lots of different things, like they assist us with ribbon cuttings, groundbreaking ceremonies. If Justice has things that she needs to go out to our membership, then she leans on the chamber ambassadors to assist her in doing that. If you are not a chamber ambassador, or you want to become a chamber ambassador, I encourage you to do so. This is a great way for you not only to be with a like-minded group or organization, but it's a great way for you to promote your business. because you're getting an opportunity to go to those businesses that are having their ribbon cutting and celebrate with them and tell them, hey, this is who I am, hand them your business card, and start building relationships with those businesses immediately. So we do some things for the chamber ambassadors throughout the year. We do a Christmas little celebration, and then we also do some sort of picnic or class or something throughout the year. Justice actually had one scheduled during COVID and we had to cancel it, but we'll get back to that at a later time. So if you want to be a chamber ambassador, let us know. We have applications that we can send you. All you have to do is fill out an application. We get you a name tag, and then when you are invited to come to the ribbon cuttings, then you wear a black shirt and khaki pants and show up and help celebrate with us. Our biggest event that we usually do throughout the year is our annual banquet. Well, I say that, I think maybe Teachers Appreciation Breakfast is, but our annual banquet is, it is in our bylaws that we have this every single year. It's held in January. Our average attendance is probably about 250 people. We have highlight, our presentation is more of a award ceremony where we give away different awards that have been given out for over 30 years in our community. It's a fun evening, as you can see in this picture here. This was one of our presenting sponsors, the Callaway Bank. We have wine and we have good food, and I always give a presentation on the state of the chamber and what we did in the previous year, and then we give out some awards. And so it's kind of just a fun, relaxing event, and a lot of times we have a theme. And so one year we did overalls and evening gowns, and that was kind of fun. So we're always looking at new ways to promote and have fun at the annual banquet. The Business Expo, the Business Expo and Job Fair is held yearly. It's to showcase the business and help them make connections. We invite our high school students so that they can look at any kind of career opportunities. And last year we had about 200 people in attendance. This year we have postponed our expo. We were supposed to do that in March. We have postponed it. We still plan to have it this year. We just haven't figured out when that's going to happen. But this is just a great way for you to set up a table at our expo and bring your swag and information about your business and promote your business. So when we do have our expo and our job fair, we ask the people that are participating in this to not only participate and set up a table, but also invite people that you know and you work with to the expo, because then they can make connections with other businesses while they're there. We do Leadership Callaway. This is a 10-month program. We're actually taking applications for that right now. Those are due by the end of June, and we will kick it off with a celebration announcing the class in late July. This year, because of COVID, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to graduate the class of 2020 on the night that we celebrate those that are going into the new class. During Leadership Callaway, you get a VIP pass into Callaway County, kind of a behind the scenes. You do team building, there's a learning your leadership style, and then always the Leadership Callaway has a project that they decide on what they're going to do, something that is going to impact the community in a positive way from something that they learned during the program. And so they have to be creative, they all have to participate, and they all have to make a consensus decision on what they're going to do. So that's kind of fun. Golf tournament. So we're doing sign-ups for that right now. That's going to be held on Friday, July 24th at Tanglewood. We usually have about 28 teams. It's networking. It's just a fun day for our chamber members to kind of relax and do business in a relaxed atmosphere. But it's also a fundraiser for us at the chamber. So we really need some support. Justice has got some openings for some sponsorships. So she's looking for some sponsors. So for an example, if you sign up to be a whole sponsor, then you can set up your tent on that particular hole And then you can hand out your swag and talk to businesses about doing business with you. But you can do it in a fun way. You can come up with a game, or you can give away a prize or whatever. And it's just a really fun day. We really enjoy doing our golf tournament every single year because it is just a good way to do business in a relaxed atmosphere. So economic development. So I talked about that we do a pitch competition. So the pitch competition is held in November every single year. I think it's the first Monday. And we can take up to 15 applicants for the pitch competition to pitch their business idea. Now, the pitch competition is for either a small business that has an expansion idea, or for a small business that is not yet open. Maybe it's just an idea that you have. And it's a way to kind of validate your idea. We have judges, a panel of judges that are highly qualified in the business world that actually listen to these pitches and decide on our winners. Now, out of the last 4 years, we've had 12 winners. 11 have actually opened up their business. So we gave away a first prize of $3,000. Second place is $1,500, and third place is $750. So if you already currently have a business and you have an idea for an expansion, maybe you want to add an element. Maybe it's having an online presence, or maybe you want to extend one service. Maybe you're going to implement takeout, and you have some things that you need to do that. You can qualify to participate in the pitch competition to win prize money to go towards your business. So if you have any questions about that, you can contact Shane about the pitch competition. You have plenty of time. We also have classes throughout to building up to the pitch competition to prepare you for that. You only have 10 minutes to pitch your business idea, and then the judges have 10 minutes for questions and answers. Economic development, we do shop local. Like I mentioned, we do recon. We have partnerships that we work with. We submit RFIs, and we work on workforce development. We have a Callaway Women's Networking group that meets quarterly. We usually have a speaker, or we maybe go off site and do an activity. One of the last activities that the events committee came up with for the Callaway Women's Networking group is we went to the Loganberry Inn, and they had Callaway, I think it's Callaway Farms is the proper name.
Callaway Fields.
Callaway Fields came, and they did a presentation on planting those succulents. And so we had a chance to make those succulents, and that was a lot of fun. But this is just a great way for you to be connected with other women that are in the business field, and just make those connections with those folks. We do, they're 2 hours long. We do luncheons, networking, and we do topics that are impact women. We're ribbon cuttings and groundbreaking. So if you want to do this for your business, it's not just about a new business though. What's really cool about ribbon cuttings is we can do this to celebrate a milestone for you. So if you want to celebrate that you're opening your business, we can do a ribbon cutting. If you want to celebrate that you're celebrating 5 years, we can do that. If you want to do a ribbon cutting because you want to celebrate that you have a new item on your menu, we can do a ribbon cutting. This is a way to draw attention to your business. We also do groundbreaking ceremonies for new businesses or new things. So as you can see on here, there's a groundbreaking ceremony that we did at Westminster, and that was because they were doing some work and received a gift for their football field. So we went out and did a groundbreaking, and that was really cool. Business breakfast, I talked about that. It's $5 to attend. It's held monthly. We showcase our members, and it's networking. And so what we do is that when we have the business breakfast, wherever we go, because we take that on the road to our host, and we go in, people have an opportunity about 20-25 minutes to eat breakfast and just kind of chit chat and talk and learn about one another. And we always have a different group every single time. And then everybody gets an opportunity to talk. Everybody gets a chance to introduce themselves and their business. And that's what's important. You want to be able to give your pitch about what your business is and why people should come to your business. So we did do our first virtual business breakfast with Atkins in May, which I think was very successful, and it was a lot of fun, and everybody enjoyed it. Even if they were in the privacy of their own home or at their business, they still got a chance to just talk about their business. Business After Hours, this is really about networking and showcasing the member that hosts it. There is no real structured program. Justice does have specific topics that we are highlighting each month throughout this year, like workforce development, and I'm trying to think of those right off the top of my head, but each one of them have a specific topic. And so we're trying to educate our members about those specific topics during our business after hours. But if you've never been to an after hours, once we get those up and going again, I encourage you to come and just mingle, have a drink, have some food, and just network and learn about other people that are chamber members and like-minded. Teachers Appreciation Breakfast. Like I told you, we started this in August of 2018. It took a whole year to plan the first event. I think the picture that you're seeing right now is from our very first event. We had a packed house. The teachers not only received breakfast when they got there, there was books donated from Scholastic Books. Every teacher received a swag bag full of items that were donated by our business community right here in Callaway County. Some gave them coupons, some gave them swag, some gave them crayons and markers and notebooks and Post-its and just things that they could use in the classroom. And then we always have a speaker. Last year, Justice had two people from the state. One of them was from the Second Education with Desi, and the other one was the Lieutenant Governor's wife, and then also Gary Wilbers gave a motivational talk about education. And so it was a fantastic event. They have fun. They all get to kind of network with one another from all the different schools. So we're hoping to be able to do that again this year. Justice is working on that. She's working on sponsors. So if you want to sponsor that event and you want to volunteer, please let her know, because she needs help with this event. It's not something that just me, Justice, and Shane can do. It takes a community to pull off this event. So National Manufacturing Day. This is a great thing. This is a national event that's held across our nation. Last year, they had more than 2,500 events going on simultaneously. Callaway County is always the first one on the National Manufacturing Day website for the state of Missouri, because we make our mission to be the first one to say we're going to do something. But this is to educate our high school students what jobs are available in Callaway County, because we want to retain those students here because we need the workforce. Over 60 students go to these different manufacturers. Last year, they toured 4 manufacturing facilities that included PFS Brands, Henderson Truck, Dan User, and Mid-America Precast. And it's fantastic to see the students when they first arrive in the morning, because they're kind of like, I don't really want to be here. But by the end of the day, the chatter and the excitement of, I'm going to apply to go work here because I don't have any intention to go to college. And if we can hook them up with a job that they're going to go to as soon as they graduate high school, that is a win for us because we've kept them in our community. Pitch competition, here that is again. Our presenting sponsor for this has always been the Callaway Bank. And as you can see, Miss Kim Barnes there presenting to Kelly Tate with the station. She was our second place winner 2 years ago. And she's got a business here in Callaway County in Fulton, and she's been very successful. And in COVID-19, she's had to kind of change the way that she's doing business, but she's been innovative and she is still there. So make sure you go by the station and grab yourself a drink and enjoy some sunshine out there. Educational classes, we did website building, workforce development, business plans, legal requirements, new hire orientation, and then we have done a welding program, and we'll get back to that soon. Town and Country, this event has been around for more than 30 years. This is a chance to support the agricultural community in Callaway County. So we're bringing the business and ag together. We give away 3 awards. We give away a host award. We give a business or an agricultural business award away every year. And then we also give away a farmer's award. So a legacy farmer. And that is awesome. Last year, the lady that won had been involved in 4-H for 60 years or so, 80 years, something like that. It was for a long time. And it's just a great way to recognize our agricultural community. This picture that you're seeing right now is when it was at Wise Brothers, and we had more than 300 people in attendance at that event. And as you can see, we were packed in there. It was hot outside, but they had put air conditioning in there for us just to have town and country. We really appreciated that. We have community involvement. And, you know, a lot of times people think of the Chamber of Commerce as a organization that's just kind of a feel-good organization, and they think that we plan the parades and stuff like that, and we don't. We actually just kind of support those events and support the community. So we participate every year in the Christmas parade. We take the old Smoky out that's been around the chamber world for over 20 years. It was built in honor of Eldon Hensley, that the airport's named after as well. And so they had several businesses that got together and built Old Smoky the train. And so we get Old Smoky out for the Christmas parade, and we also bring Old Smoky out for the Festival of Lights in Fulton, and we bring in Mr. and Mrs. Claus because we want to offer something fun for the community and have that involvement. And we have participated in the Westminster Parade and also the Fulton High School Parade. We've done that a time or two as well. But we do try to have some community involvement. Last Friday, the chamber team was down at the senior center, and we handed out masks to senior citizens that didn't have those accessible to them. What was really cool about that event, and kind of my takeaway, is some of our seniors didn't realize that the Senior Citizen Center was still open to provide lunches and from 11 to 12:30. And so when they came down there to get their masks, they were surprised that they could still get food. So we feel like we kind of helped make that connection for them in the community. And we provided a service so that those senior citizens can go to the doctor and they can go to the grocery store safely with a mask. Our new member reception. This is for any new member that has joined within the 12 months. So we usually do it in June every single year. It's a way to network and help them engage the new members and to get them involved in something, because we want them to feel like they are part of. And when our new members come, if you are a new member and you're on the line and you come to a business after hours and you walk in and you feel like you don't know anybody, walk over and find me or Justice or Shane, and we will help you make introductions. We will stay by your side and help you through that process, because we want to get you engaged. We want you to start building your business, and that's what we're here for. So why be a member of the Chamber of Commerce? I don't know how much time I have. I've got like 6 minutes, so I'm going to have to boogie. So educational classes, being part of a like-minded group dedicated to helping the businesses, assist with shaping the future of our education in Callaway County, member-to-member discounts, legislative. Like I said, we did an advocacy grassroots effort to help with the payroll protection program. And trust me, Callaway County's voices were heard by our federal officials. Changing trends in marketing and social media. We did a social media class to make sure that our businesses were continuing their social media presence during COVID-19, because it's more important than ever before. And then one thing we learned was, hey, people didn't know how to use Instagram. So we had one of our members, Beth Snyder, jump on and teach a class on Instagram. So those are the kind of things that we can help you maneuver. ribbon cuttings, shopping local campaign, our chamber directory that is in a booklet, and it's on our website. Insurance program for small businesses. So this may be something that you did not know. We have a chamber insurance program, health insurance program, that businesses receive a discounted rate because they're a chamber member to obtain insurance. And so if you are needing to maybe look at a new quote for your insurance company, or a new quote for insurance for your business and for your workers, let us know. I can put you in contact with the insurance companies that have the ability to give this type of insurance quotes. We've heard several businesses, and I'll use Twillman Feed, for example, say it saved me a lot of money. And that is important, to be able to help our businesses offer those types of benefits to their employees. We do referrals. One thing we probably don't do a very good job of is when people call and say, hey, can you give me information on X business, and we refer them to that particular business. We don't always send out an email saying, hey, we referred your business. A lot of times we do ask them, hey, please make sure that you tell them that you learned about their business from the Chamber of Commerce. But if we have somebody call and say they're asking for insurance, hey, can you give me some insurance agents in the community? We don't just pick one. We pick all of our members in that particular category to refer them. And so then they can make their choice from those members. We don't refer non-members. That's against our rules. We don't refer non-members. So we always refer our members that are in those particular categories. We have online resources for our community, training and office space. We do have training areas available. They are closed right now, but we do have space that if you wanted to rent in the future to perform training for like new hire orientation, or if maybe you wanted to have a meeting, we have space that you can rent that is, there's a chamber member price for those. Networking, and then we support the economic development here in our community. So what do we do daily to promote your business? Well, we promote your business. Every opportunity we are talking about our businesses here in Callaway County that are our members. Your website listing, you're listed on our website. Business cards at the chamber. If you don't have your business cards at the chamber, then you need to have your business cards at the chamber, because we have people that walk in and they pull those cards off that back wall when they're looking for specific things. Business information at the chamber. We have slots available to help promote your business. Hold classes to help you with your business or professional development, including webinars. Economic development for the community. If you need help finding a location to open up your business, we can do that. And if you open up a business, or if you know somebody that's opening up a business into a not currently leased location that's been a vacant location, we have a utility rebate program for electric that we can offer with our partnership with the city of Fulton. We offer ribbon cutting. If you've never had your ribbon cutting, you need to do your ribbon cutting. This is a great way to promote your business. And then anniversary celebration. So if you have an anniversary that you're celebrating, just like Don Woodson just did for 35 years, let's celebrate with you. We want to celebrate with you. So I'm getting close. Okay, so using the chamber website. So if you're wanting to use the chamber website so that you can, pay your dues online, or you can register for classes, or you want to be able to make sure that all of your information is correct, you can go to CallawayChamber.net. You use your member login that we provide you. And if you don't know what that is, all you need to do is ask, and we can provide that information to you.
Enter me an email and I can get that set up. I just want to say that because
okay,
I may have not on some people. So just send me an email.
So what you do is you go to the member login and you enter your primary representative email address, and then your password that we assign you, and then you can actually change later. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up, I think. Oops, hang on.
While Tamara is doing that, I do want to mention the website is a great resource, especially with the new website we're launching. We're getting more involved with our members on that. So if there's hot deals that you guys have, press releases, job postings, and I'm sure she'll go over that. It's going to be I think a lot more accessible with our new site, something that the community and other businesses are going to be able to access. So that's a great resource for you to plug in if you have a job posting or if you have a deal that you're a coupon, something along those lines.
Okay, so this is what our website looks like currently right now. So when you're wanting to do your member login, this is what you click right there. And so when you're, why isn't it pulling up? It's probably down here, isn't it? Ah, there it is. So here's your member login. This is where you put your username and your password. So whenever you log in, hang on just a minute, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you log in. I think I'm going to just like pick one here at the top. Let's just use this one here. Okay, so when you actually log into the website, then you're going to see this. This is what the portal actually looks like. In here, you can look at your personal information. So you're editing your username, your password, that's where you do that. So when Justice sends you your username and your password, this is where you actually change it, is in your personal. Here is your company information. So you have an opportunity to put, your company name, the primary contact, the email. Here's your website right here. Your physical address information, additional information like when your business opened, how many employees you have, part-time, your contact information. You can add employees to this. So your representatives that you want to have listed with the Chamber of Commerce is important, because there may be specific people that you want for billing. There may be specific people that you want to be your primary contact, and you can manage that in there. Here is website information. And so you're put in here, this is the stuff that's actually showing up on our portal. So when you look at, let's see if I have it over here. When you look at our website, and let's just see our directory. And let's look at advertising and media, and let's look at Callaway Tourism, okay? So this is the way that it shows up to people that are looking at our website. You can, from the Callaway County Tourism Board, you can click on visit their website, and it takes you directly to their website. And that's why it is so important for you to keep your information up to date with the chamber. And that is why it's so important for you to log into your member portal to be able to do all of these things. You can work on what categories that you're listed under. And you can also put your logo to make sure you have your logo. And as you can see, this one doesn't have a logo. You can add photos of your business, so you can create your own gallery of things that you want people to see and recognize for your business. We also, on here, I want to show this. You can look for events, and so it gives you all of the events that are listed with us. So if you are a member of the chamber, you can list your events. So if you wanted to register for the perks of utilizing your chamber membership, you click on that. It tells you what the fees are. It tells you what the location, tells you the contact information. Let's see. Say that you are a business and you are a restaurant and you have hot deals for the day. Maybe you have a daily lunch special. You can actually go in and list a hot deal. All you have to do is click on this button and add your hot deal. What's really cool about this, not only does it add your deal to our website, but it also adds your deal to our social media as well. So you're managing these things for our social media through your member portal. And it's very easy. You just hit add a hot deal, fill in the blanks, and hit save. What if you have job postings? So maybe you have some job openings. And as you can see, we have some job openings that are already listed. All you have to do is hit job posting, add the job. It will tell you how long, ask you how long you want to keep this posted, etc. And you can come back and manage it and take that off. So you can list these. What's really cool about this, when you add a job posting to this, not only does it go out on our website, but it also goes out on our social media, onto our Facebook and to our Twitter accounts as well. You can even offer member-to-member deals. So say you want to offer a deal just for the members of the Callaway Chamber of Commerce, and you want to offer them 10% off for their purchase at Shoe Sensation. You can do that under add a member-to-member deal, and then you can manage these. And so it's a very simple way for you to do that without little effort on your part, except for logging on to actually do this. You can look at different reports. You can see the visibility of your membership. So this one has had 70 total views and impressions in the last 12 months. So 70 people have gotten on and searched for this member in the last 12 months. So let me see here. Okay, so like I mentioned on the website, you can manage your account. You can pay your chamber dues and events online, so you can register for them and you can pay for them. You can load your logo. You can put job posting. You can put events, and you can put deals on our website. So I am going to stop sharing real quick here because I talked a little bit too much, which is not surprising, correct? So does anybody have any questions for me regarding how do you utilize your chamber membership? And if you don't have a question now, that's fine. But if you have questions in the future, please don't ever hesitate to give us a call. Me and Justice and Shane are always here to answer your questions. And if we don't have the answer, we will find the answers for you. Any questions?
I have a statement.
Okay.
So she was mentioning the sponsorships for golf tournament. All of that information, if you guys are interested, I'll be sending out tomorrow. So keep an eye on emails for that. Additionally, we're going to be putting together our sponsorship menu, and that's going to be for the rest of 2020 to 2021. So I'll send that out, and that's going to be like a menu to show you what the sponsorship opportunities are. If you want to get your business networking, if you want your logo, your face out there more, I am going to have that done this summer and sent out for the fall and the following year. So you guys will have that as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you. I appreciate you jumping on here today. Please let us know if we can be of any assistance. Please let us know if you want to join as a chamber ambassador. It's free to you as being a member of our chamber. Please spread the word about chamber membership because it's very important to our community, and especially for our economic development here in our community and assisting our businesses retaining them in our community. But we appreciate you. We're here to support you. We're here to support you through COVID-19 and this pandemic. Let us know what we can do to help. And we wish you all the best, and have a great day, and happy Thursday.